Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Daily Bone Podcast, where we discuss all things crypto markets. That includes the majors like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, meme coins, and of course, NFTs. Today, we're going to discuss the official filing of Truth Social's Bitcoin and Ethereum dual to ETF. We're talking about PolyMarket's massive raise, how to potentially farm for a token if they are dropping one. And we're going to talk about the growing importance of on-chain reputation. We saw some news out of Ethos the last couple days. It makes me interested how we're going to talk about how you can leverage Ethos to potentially increase your Web3 gains. I'm joined this morning by my buddy over here. We got C-Dog Clemente, Chili Army 123, the Sultan of SWAT, the dancer of I don't even know what. Clemente, how you doing today?
Doing good, man. I'm doing good. Sorry, I was on the wrong mic. I'm good. I'm doing phenomenal. I did some yoga this morning. I had to kind of calm myself a little bit, dealing with a lot of the haters recently after this Circle debacle. I'm actually pretty pissed. Circle's down again below 220 now. I didn't know Cathie Wood sold their Circle stock through ARK. Cathie was the one that dumped on her heads.
She said 7x, I'm out of here.
I mean, she sold 300,000 shares of Circle. That is insane. She was up, 7x. Good God. So she was the one just dumping on her heads. Wow. She bought over 4.4 million shares for 139 million. Those were worth over $1 billion now.
Small Penergy in the crowd. Clemente, genuine question. Why don't you short whenever you post? Seems like you have an infinite money glitch that you don't ever use.
There's no, that would ruin the effect. I would never take advantage. I'm not going to abuse. If I do something and then I act maliciously behind it, that's just, what's the point of that? I'm never going to deceive people like that. And I genuinely believe these are coincidences. So, it happens. It happens. But one day the streak will be broken. And I think people are just acting up over nothing. Nick was genuinely pissed, by the way. I got on a call with him yesterday and he was like, it was encircled at like 230, right? Because he had like $1,000 or something on the line for it. What did he do? He took puts.
Yeah, so here are his lines. He had 2 puts. So basically anything above these lines is where he's making money. Anything below either line is where he's losing money. He had a put at 230, a put at 200. So yeah,
he was pissed at me.
He was happy there.
He was like genuinely mad because he's for a while been like, dude, you cannot be grittying on my bags. Like for like a year now. And then I did it and he actually lost the money, which is pretty funny.
This isn't funny. You're messing with my money. And people like probably look at this and they think he's joking. He's being dead serious.
Oh, he's pissed.
He's being 100% dead serious with this.
He's 1,000% really mad. There were people that shorted Circle when I guess I posted it and made money. So that's not great, but I mean, hey, if you're crushing it like that, good job.
I haven't seen this one yet. The Steve Aoki and you. That's a good edit.
I haven't seen that either.
Oh man. I love to see it. I'm here for the ride. I mean, obviously you didn't do anything to make Circle go down. Like anyone who thinks that happened is like the case is like crazy land.
I've had to mute those because people are not happy with me. They're saying some hateful things that I'm all about positivity, man. So, but I woke up today, prices were up again, and it looks good, Ray. I'm feeling pretty juicy right now. Should we jump into this weather report and go through it?
Yeah, I'm ready whenever you are, big dog. Let's hit it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday, June 25th. Looking over the crypto roundup, the majors continuing their pump. Good God. Do you love to see this? Green across the board, ladies and gentlemen. We got Bitcoin over 107K, $107,400. Good God, Ray. Look at that. Beautiful rebound. It dipped. If you gobbled up this dip below 100K over the weekend, you're sitting pretty. Congratulations. If you sold, you're a complete idiot. Over the past 24 hours. Oh, wait, sorry. We got Ethereum at over $2,400. Solana at 146. Scroll down, Ray. What's hype at? 38?
38.
38 for hype. Looking good, folks. Looking good. I might have to bust out another dance. Over the past 24 hours, Trump's Truth Social has officially filed for a Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF with the New York Stock Exchange. The dual ETF will have a 3-to-1 weighting of Bitcoin to Ethereum. Very interesting here. So Truth Social, you can get access to this thing. We'll see what the numbers look like, but weighting of Bitcoin or Ethereum, this could be bullish for ETH. As we know, World Liberty Fi loves ETH. The Trump family seems to love ETH. We'll see what that does to the price action. Next up, PolyMarket, one of the biggest crypto apps, if not the biggest, continue their fundraising as total funds have approached $200 million, coming in at over $1 billion valuation. Let's get that bad boy up. That should be like a 10B valuation, huh, Ray? In my opinion, this comes after they raised $45 million in a Series B raise last May and $25 million in a Series E raise previously. Dominating. PolyMarket dominating. Unicorn company in crypto. Crushing it. Finally, talking heads continue to pump the future of crypto as Jerome Powell stated that banks are free to conduct crypto activities. Robinhood CEO Vlad Tenev also stated that in an interview that crypto will replace traditional finance. Vlad and Robinhood also making big moves, announcing that they're giving 1% bonuses on crypto deposits to Robinhood right now. You deposit $10,000, you get $100 back. You deposit $100,000, you get $1,000. And if they reach their $500 million deposit milestone, they'll give 2% back. So a lot of moves happening here in the crypto world. Prices are pumping. More institutional news. Big daddies are coming for your crypto. Everything is bullish, Ray. Back to you in the studio.
Excellent weather report. As always, I got that email about the 1% Robinhood deposit bonus. And I was like, I have got a bunch of stables on there. I kind of want to put them on for a 1% bonus, but it's like, then you have to like buy crypto because it doesn't count USDC. You have to buy crypto, bridge it off, deal with any gas, potentially, probably ETH mainnet gas. And then if you want to get back on chain, you're probably gonna pay a little more gas. So like, I'm not sure if it's worth it. One thing is that I kind of need to do it at some point because the way that mortgages work, like we're looking to buy a house and you need to get pre-approved for a mortgage. And the way that that process works is they look at your assets, et cetera. So like basically to buy a new house, like we need enough funds in our accounts to show that, hey, we can afford this house. And to do that without selling our current house, like I need to put money from crypto into some way that they can track it. So I can't just be like, hey, look at my USDC on chain.
Yeah.
They're going to say like, no, that doesn't count. Or like, look at my ETH on chain. That doesn't count. You have to like have it in like traditional finance where you can generate like a report to give the mortgage people, which is like a very big pain point. And we actually have some news that actually kind of came out about this also, which is interesting. But I'm debating like moving it over now while they have this bonus and then like kind of converting back. But then I'm like, is it even going to be that big of a bonus when like you think about like swapping in and out of currencies and gains and losses, et cetera?
And another thing to note is that this you need to have your funds on Robinhood for a year.
Oh, you have to keep them on there for a year?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, yeah. So that's it. And you have to keep them in crypto?
I believe so.
Oh.
I talked to Pio about it. Pio's like a big Robinhood guy. And he was basically saying that it is a great, he's done it already for some of his funds. And he also said Robinhood security isn't as good as like Gemini or Coinbase. They don't have like address whitelisting yet. So the crypto security is still not like 100%, which is one thing to monitor. But he said it definitely is interesting. And it's going to show like, all of these institutions, all these big companies, they're coming for your crypto They're going to provide more and more incentives to get your crypto basically off self-custody and into their control. And these incentives, I think, will be like very juicy for a lot of people.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see. I wanted to bring up the mortgage information too, because I saw this on X yesterday. Basically, they're looking, the director of Federal Housing Finance Agency is looking to see how crypto holdings can count towards mortgage qualification requirements, which is pretty big. So that was the kind of the news I wanted to share as well there. But yeah, I'm not interested in holding crypto long term on Robinhood, and I think for the reasons you listed with security, and also just I don't want to hold my crypto off chain, not your keys, not your crypto, essentially, for a long period of time. So that's kind of my thought process. There.
Robinhood stock, I mean, easy nailed that call. I bought some. I should have bought more. I only bought like a few $1,000s worth because I was like, I'll DCA into it. And it's up literally like a clean 2x basically since Easy brought it up. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it's just cooking. I was over at my parents' house yesterday, and my dad, I was looking at his portfolio, helping him out. Like he has like physical limitations that like make it tough for him to do stuff. Yeah. But like I kind of help him out with his iPad every once in a while. I'm looking at his portfolio, and he's holding Coinbase, he's holding MicroStrategy, he's holding Robinhood. And like I've never told him like to buy any of these stocks. He's up like 180% over the last year on like size with his portfolio. I'm like, damn, like you've absolutely been cooking on some of these. And he's like, yeah, I just get stuff every once in a while. I'm like, damn, you are absolutely crushing it. Robinhood right now, $82, up to $85 pre-market. Easy is probably retired at this point. That's why he's not on the show today. He said, you know what, Robinhood at 85, I'm out. This is like all-time high, right?
Insane. They're absolutely crushing it. What was they bottomed out at like $8. I gotta find that clip. Pio was the one actually that made the call like in late 2023. He was like, Robinhood's going to like $100 at least. And he also said that about Coinbase making a new all-time high. I mean, beautiful. Shout out to everyone that got in. Fantastic play. Easy, right on the money. I might have to do a little Robinhood dance.
Yeah, what were they saying? That we did this weird we did this cup and handle like graph to figure out like what the upside is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to draw it here. It's basically like you draw, I think it's like a parallel line from like to the bottom from the middle of this, and then you go to the top to find like the next run up. I mean, $125 ish is where that comes out to on that cup and handle if that ends up working out. But yeah, absolute killer. Easy like Pico time the bottom here, $30 up almost 3x. Anyone who followed along, love to see it.
Oh, speak of the devil.
GM. You guys mentioned
tired.
Robinhood, and all my bat signals started going off.
Damn, you see this? Is it new all-time high day for Robinhood?
Not yet. Very close.
Let's see. The high on day one was
IPO high.
$85, and we're at $85.17 right now, pre-market.
Yeah, so it has to hold that open, basically. If it opens above 85, yes. I'm still going to tweet congrats. Robinhood. New all-time high. Congrats to all those who celebrate. What else have I missed? Where's Kicks?
Not here. I thought he'd be on, but no Kicks today. Hopefully he's all right. We'll do a little wellness check for Kicks here shortly, but maybe
we got Circle Extraordinaire Nick joining the show too.
We got fucking Circle Destroyer of Bags Clemente here.
Yeah, Nick, how's the
Ray
scuba
thinks
gear?
that's
You're
hilarious. Ray hopped
water.
off the call, literally DMs it Easy and says, "Go make a video, fucking dancing on Nick's grave." Basically, is what Ray essentially said.
Oh, I thought you said I did. I was like, I had no part in that. I want nothing.
Ray definitively sent a message to Clemente right after and thought it was hilarious to try and basically destroy. Have that trade against the New York City mayor work out for you, Ray?
Yeah, piece of shit.
That one fucking failed. I think there was another trade you had, which was complete swing and a miss. Yet, and you decide to bring that energy to my bags.
Well, Nick, you know whose bags are up? Robinhood's.
Well, I still hold my Robinhood.
New all-time high, baby. Congrats to all those who celebrate. Finally broke above the IPO price.
We're sitting up actually just about break even though we lost the primary bet on the bets we made the other day. We are down $9.
Who's we?
Me and the dog you hear upstairs right now.
Who is we?
And the crowd. I feel like the crowd is on my side here. We can ask the chat. Are they on Nick's side with the negativity and the yelling at Clemente like all the other commenters?
It's not negativity. I didn't bring the negativity.
No, you didn't. You didn't know.
Ray brought the negativity. Clemente brought the negativity. And all I had was positive enthusiasm around the trade that I was going to make, trying to drop alpha on the community. And yet here I am. That said, I will say Circle basically just went over my target price of $60 billion, which is what I was saying is the market cap. You don't need to watch this. We understand what Clemente looks like dancing.
All right. That's positivity. That's positivity. That's bringing positivity to the bags.
This may be the most successful video Clemente has ever created, basically, at this point in time. And it's all for fucking ruining the portfolios of thousands of people who decided that
if you do a Robinhood dance, I'm going to personally ensure the country of Chile is blown off the map.
This is what I'm talking about. See, when we were at Easy's place and Clemente would start, everyone thought it was hilarious when Clemente would do the dance. This guy has the power of like a Indian rain dance or something like that, basically. But for destroying stocks and tickers. So it's fucking bullshit. He thinks it's hilarious. Look at him laughing. You genuinely have this ability, so why not direct it at somebody we hate rather than at myself, dude? You came after me. Easy's feeling the same way. I'm just saying.
Dance, I mean it. Like I'm gonna make some phone calls. We're gonna get on Silk Road, and Chile will not be a country anymore. Like I will make sure your bloodline is terminated. You're going to wake up with a scar below your leg and be like, when did I get a vasectomy?
And it's
like,
also,
yeah, it's bloodline cut off.
It's also Clemente can just like fucking make a video joke on the timeline at the expense of everybody losing money.
It's not funny.
All right.
Why don't you do these dances at lows? Be like, oh, Bitcoin all-time low dance.
No, then it doesn't have the same effect.
All right, listen. Clemente didn't cause the price of Circle to go down. And I gave Clemente a literally 30,000 view video idea. I think that I did something positive here.
No,
you know it does look good.
You're wrong, dude. Real quick, Clemente did cause the U.S.-Iranian strike. He did. I'm not even kidding. The moment that happened, you guys think that it doesn't make sense, dude. The technicals often lead the global events. And Clemente was the single cause of Circle topping to the minute.
To the second.
There's no other thing that actually came that accurate to the top is Clemente publishing his dance.
Holy shit. Coinbase price action is wild too. My God.
Well, maybe you should have sold when Clemente danced.
Maybe you shouldn't have watched me open a position on the show with substantial exposure and then basically go and try and destroy my bags.
No, yeah,
that's
it's like a $50,000 position.
I wasn't trying to destroy your bag. I was trying to help Clemente post a banger. I succeeded.
I'm down over $1,000 so far.
Yikes. And market hasn't even opened. It's going to be a bloodbath when it opens.
No,
dude.
I already closed out the first option position. I closed out at a $750 loss the first put. God forbid we go down to 200, which I hope to God that we aren't. Ray, though, is just absolutely enthusiastic about the idea that this stock could go down to 200 and is waiting on the content. Hey, Clemente, do another dance.
So I can close this 230 line here.
Yeah, that one's gone. Yeah, no, the 231. Yeah. Remember that submarine that imploded? That's Nick's bags.
Oh man.
Bitcoin looks good. Just saying.
Man, all I've been doing is two things: coding and then coming on here and making a couple of trades. Okay.
Nick, you want to see a new indicator I found that I think you'll like?
Yeah.
It's actually it basically draws all those lines you like, but it draws them automatically.
Now, what?
So it's called Spaceman BTC key level. Just type in Spaceman in TradingView. This guy made it. This is the one that Trader Main uses. If you look at his tweets, he has these lines on every chart that shows like highs and lows from monthly open, previous week high. I don't know what sorcery this is, but price action tends to jump off of these.
This looks wild in terms of where it's hitting in these levels.
Yeah, it's really good. Like, and obviously it has like larger frames, quarterly open in previous quarter, current year, but it's really good. Like Monday high, it's Wednesday. We struggled to break above it. It looks good to go to the.
And it's just publicly available.
Yeah, it's pure free. You just go into indicators and type in Spaceman, and it's key levels Spaceman.
Hold on, let me just see that one.
So that one's free. There's some other
Spaceman BTC key levels.
Yeah, but it does the same thing on every chart. So what it's doing is it gives, and you could also add more to it. So like I can have daily opens. I can pull up the London, New York, and Asia ranges if I wanted to watch those. It just gives you like highs and lows of sessions. It's really good. Like this has been my go-to recently on perps, and it's just been this and the EMAs. The 1-200 EMA and these are just magnets. Like these things that I've been on this absolute heater with these. It's been fun.
And what sort of trades are you doing? Wow, Bitcoin fucking surging right now.
Surging. Absolutely sending. And you want to know why? It's because we broke above the Monday high. Clemente's muted.
We broke above the Monday high.
We broke above the Monday high, which means that now we're probably going to the previous weekly high, which is approximately $109,000, Nicholas.
I would say that is a magnet, actually.
Yeah, magnet right here. Previous quarter high, previous weekly high. Yep, $109,000, please.
Wow, let's fucking
by
go.
golly gee willikers, all-time high in store.
Strap in, folks. We are in for a doozy.
But if we break below 106, when we are certainly going underwater like Nick's circle puts. Oh no.
I brought up the Spaceman on the circle chart. Why is it below all of the levels?
Because circle's too new. Like circle's too new. You just have nothing that's circle came out like 4 minutes ago. And it's not below all of them. You got previous week low, which is 143, which means Nick's puts are approximately down 357,000 United States dollars.
One of these is yellow, which just doesn't work on light mode.
Yeah, just change. You can hit the little gear icon up here, and you can just change the color. You can change all the colors, but yeah, I like this thing. The hype chart looks good, dude. Hype previous month high, target 40. Above that, current year high 45. Pow. The core looks really strong though.
Which Bitcoin is
really good.
Fucking incredible at this point in time.
I wanted to see it close over 106.5. That was like my area because that means that we've finally made a new high and we got it. Which the bottom's well in now. Now it's like long season. I think we get back above here, that 110 area, which would be approximately above the previous weekly high and previous quarterly high.
Well, very exciting. Dude, everyone just wants dark mode. I got 2 DMs on the mobile app of people saying, "Can you get the dark mode going in here?" And I will. But like,
it should be pretty easy. It should be
pretty easy.
One prompt away from getting dark mode implemented on the app would be my guess.
How about you just change the entire color scheme and color palette? Thank you.
It's not just a single prompt. You need the inverse colors, basically.
There's dark mode support. Like it'll just do dark mode support. Like there's Tailwind and stuff for it. I don't know if you're using Tailwind, but most CSS, they're like, you can just do dark mode native support. So if they have dark mode.
No, Tailwind for React Native is not. I was running.
Clemente, if you fucking dance today, I swear to God.
Oh my God.
I will fucking murder you, dude.
It's going to get messy.
That video is going to do numbers.
No.
If you dance
Ray still thinks this is funny, but it's not funny. Clemente is laughing also.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
Fucking bullshit.
Dude, I swear I'm not going to do it.
Do it.
You fucking
do it.
You fucking do this, dude.
Do it.
Guys, there's no dance happening today.
Do it.
Stop.
You'll do it.
Yeah, no dance happening.
Who would ever do that? Ship dark mode or Clemente dances. Oh man. I wanted to briefly talk about PolyMarket's raise, and we've heard rumors about a potential token. Actionable items on PolyMarket is just make a bet, like make a deposit. Like I think like the easiest thing you can do is just make at least one deposit, take 3% yield on like no for will Jesus return in 2025 and just be done with it. Just to have allocation, you earn 3% yield. And if there's a token drop, maybe there's like a minimum allocation would be my suggestion on actions to take around in the PolyMarket raise.
I took the yes
no bets that you can take just to get like free yield essentially on the platform.
I just hammered the yes because like who knows anymore, dude. Clemente, can you do a Jesus is never returning dance? Jesus is never coming back. All of a sudden, motherfucker rises from the grave. Again.
Yo, I want to apologize to any Christians in the audience that were offended by this commentary. I'm not laughing. And you shouldn't laugh either, because this is a serious situation.
I mean, you killed him, right? Was this the Jews who killed Jesus?
Wait, what?
I think he brings up a valid point, Nick. You killed him. You personally.
You killed him is crazy. You killed him is crazy. All right. Anyways,
an HR department.
Shifting gears a little bit. What are we talking about, right?
Farming PolyMarket on the back of Jesus Christ is what we were talking about.
Ray, the professional podcaster.
That's me. That's me. I'm not the one who threw me up here. You guys threw me up here, so you have to deal with me now, unfortunately. Next topic. I wanted to talk a bit about Ethos and on-chain.
Y'all stole Jesus from us.
I think he left on his own accord. He didn't like what he saw there. He didn't
leave on his own accord. He was forced up on a cross.
Were you there?
By the Romans.
Were you there is a great call. All right. We don't need to talk about Jesus. I want to talk about Ethos. Some interesting things about Ethos. So if you don't know what Ethos is, essentially it is on-chain reputation. It's a project by Serpentax. A good resource would be Clemente did an interview with, I believe, Emlo, right?
Yes.
Talking about what this is. Essentially, it's an attempt to rate people's on-chain credibility. And it basically does that through like users coming on and either reviewing other users or vouching Ethereum in other users. And then like,
are they paying us for this?
No, they aren't.
No, but there is a potential airdrop. The other thing is, Nick, your score sucks ass on this thing, man. People hate you.
Here's what
it's actually done much better recently, I think.
I mean, there's definitely caveats, and he admits that it's not a perfect system. Like you'll look at the leaderboard and it's filled with people that like aren't like shouldn't be here essentially. Like he's very public that like it's a working system and that it's not like perfect right now and is evolving. But my
AKA it's garbage.
Yeah, I think right now if you're looking at it like you're just looking through this list, you're like, okay, these are the most reputable people in crypto. It's a garbage metric for that, is my opinion. There are some people on the list that are reputable, but I think mainly it's farmers. But the reason I'm bringing this up because I think there's opportunity here, and I think that this thing could be a potential like next meta shift in the space. We're seeing projects using Ethos score as like multipliers for airdrops. We're seeing Ethos getting integrated in Kaido potentially. They had a post yesterday. We caught my eye. So like people are beginning to use this Ethos score as a way to like filter for airdrops, for allocations, for increasing like other potential opportunities in Web3. So I want to surface Ethos as a potential way, like if you're in Web3, to get involved with the platform and potentially leverage it to your own benefit. Like the way I'm seeing a lot of people do this, I'm not doing this personally, is like There's like lots of groups out there that are doing like review for review, vouch for voucher, saying like, hey, if you review me, I'll review you, build score this way. There's definitely different ways to get in it. Some are like basically against like what I think is the purpose of the platform. But I do think that there are ways to get involved with Ethos that could help you like make money in Web3.
Let me just frame up a scenario for you. You're laying on your deathbed and you're sitting there and they say, what did you do with your life? How did you make money? And you say, well, I was on the Ethos leaderboard and I was farming it. And there I was trying to figure out how to make money on this thing. It had no impact on society or anything else like that. It provided no value to anybody in the world. Yet here I am farming the Ethos leaderboard. Yeah. Do you think someone at your funeral is going to be like, well, he was great at farming Ethos? I mean, that guy just did a great job at farming Ethos. He had a great score on there. A lot of society went and looked at the Ethos leaderboard to figure out, you know, how big of an impact this guy had.
I do not think that will happen. And I think that's being very reductionist on what I'm trying to say here. I'm not trying to say that this is your reputation and like, et cetera. Like I'm saying it's a garbage metric for reputation right now. But I think that projects are going to look at it as an allocation source. They airdrop Ethos validators, which are now at a 3.8 ETH floor to people.
Wow, those look sick.
From their initial like kind of like beta like test. So like people are interested in this. Like looking at this, I was trying to like calculate what their potential token could be, because also I think this is a token play. I think eventually that they're going to like do a token airdrop. But I didn't think the 3.8 ETH was an attractive price for these. If they get 3% of supply at a $25 million market cap for an Ethos token, like you're only going to be getting about $1,200 of an airdrop for each of these. So I don't think like a 3.8 ETH floor is necessarily justified, but that's what like the current market is saying. I mean, it's a small supply collection. There isn't like massive volume, only a couple sales a day, essentially. But this got airdropped and like is sellable with an offer of 3.1 ETH from this platform.
Did they just chat GPT these images?
Probably. It's only 256 of them. That'd be my guess. That'd be the most cost-effective way to do it, to be honest.
I mean, that's insane.
Yeah. I mean, so my thing is like try to find an invite. I think you can go on somewhere on the site and find out like who has invites. If you see somebody you know, like maybe ask them for an invite. I wouldn't go.
Oh, and then start sucking them off. Start sucking them off. Hey, I heard you got an invite. Let me suck you off.
And then also every day they have a task where essentially you help review. Like it'll give you 12 questions. Like, is this a good review? Is this review helpful? Do you trust this person? Do you not trust this person? And you can do that every day to earn XP on the platform, another way to farm it. So I'm paying more close attention to this. I should have gotten one of those NFTs airdrop, but I like basically slacked for like 2 weeks where I didn't do the tasks and I would have like met requirements. So definitely kicking myself for that.
Oh my God, dude. What a disaster. Hey, who do you suck off to get on the platform, Ray?
I don't suck off anybody.
Just tell us who you did it to, dude.
I got.
Are you
I
on here,
got an
Clemente?
invite from Emlo is the person who I got an invite from. That's who Clemente interviewed. If you want to learn more, go to Clemente's interview with Emlo. I'll try to find that. Clemente, I want to hear your thoughts on the platform because you interviewed him, and Nick is just being completely unhelpful right now.
That's good. I think.
Ouch.
I like the idea of it. I think. Well, I like doing these daily tasks. I was doing them. The problem with Base is it takes like 8 seconds for the transaction to go through. So you're just sitting there waiting for it. I think there's value in getting involved with this and just participating in this ecosystem. It's becoming more and more popular. What I don't necessarily like is there's slashing, which you can do. If you think someone's reputation's too good, you can just slash them and basically puts it up to a vote. I don't think the slashing is that effective because like humanity is being slashed right now because they're basically saying like it's a farm, but like so is like 80% of crypto TGEs. So I slash blast for, and like I don't even know if that was necessarily should have been slashed because it's not like technically a rug, right?
I don't think that slash should have went through.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. I was like, I'm just gonna see. I'm gonna test out the platform. So I did a slash on Blast for 200 points. Like it's rated questionable now, and I don't think that necessarily should have gone through. But everyone, it was like 80 or 90% approved. So,
Clemente the slasher.
I slashed this thing, dude. I slashed it to smithereens. One of the biggest fumbles in crypto history. Like I think it should be used as a how trustworthy Blast is not necessarily unquestionable. Like if the founder makes a moves that you don't agree with, that doesn't mean necessarily they're a rug, right? So the problem with Ethos is that it's a little bit of a popularity contest, like whether or not you like someone versus whether or not they're untrustworthy. Like Nick got a negative review because they didn't like him. Like that should not be whether or not Nick has a positive review or not. So that would be my pushbacks on it. But they're working on it. And I think it's going to be more interesting over time, and it's starting to get a lot more attention.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. And I agree that the slashing people, it's being used as like popularity or like whether or not people like something. 1,000,000% agree. 1,000,000% agree that like it's not a good indicator for trustworthiness. But I think that it can be, and I think it eventually will be. And I think that in an age where we're seeing more and more like slop and AI farming and all of this, I think having a score where you can look at somebody's reputation on chain is going to matter. When you're seeing all these farmers and you're a project saying like, hey, I'm looking for high signal people. I want to use the Kaido like signal. I want people to be talking about my product, but I only want people to be talking about my product who are high signal or like respected in the community. And I only want to reward those people. I don't want to reward people who are like mercenary farmers. And like using a reputation score that is correctly calibrated is a way to do that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep. So that's my piece. I just wanted to surface this opportunity. A, I think it's interesting, and I think on-chain credibility is going to matter. And B, I think that if you get involved with this, you can make money. So those are the two requirements that I had for bringing this up. And I think that you should check it out at least and get involved. That's my thought process here.
Yeah, hey, he was a good man. It was really good with
2,200 Ethos score.
Farming garbage. They called him the Farmer King.
And Bitcoin's at 108. Bitcoin's at 108. Here we go. We're going higher.
108 Bitcoin.
Do not do the dance, dude.
It's Bitcoin. I'm not going to affect it.
You think that that's the case. And that's what's wrong. You fucked up, Circle. Let's look at this chart, though. What are we thinking about these lines here? Easy.
Looks decent in the mid, champ. Send it.
I mean, we got to break above this thing, though.
For now.
We got to break up here. So you're looking right now for a break up in the 109,500 range, somewhere in there. And this stupid yellow. So where do you click the settings? We're going to call this one, I don't know, hot pink. Previous week high. Very interesting level there. This is pretty good, dude.
I like it. It just gives you like good ranges for.
Is this actual like math, or is the guy just like literally, or is this automated, or is the guy manually going in?
Completely automated. It's 100% automated. Updates every day. Like updates in real time. You can also add like 4-hour high lows, a whole bunch of other shit. It's really good. I'm like a big fan of that. I've found some good confluences.
Look at yesterday. I mean, this completely rode the range.
Yeah. And if you like look back, just go look at Trader Main's tweets. This is the only thing he uses for quote TA.
This is fascinating. I like it. We got negativity Nancy over here, Keezy.
He always is.
We're going to 94 after the rejection. How do you say that, Clemente?
He thinks we're going to 94. We're going to see a rejection here at 108. We're going to see a rejection on this top, and we're going straight to 94. It's going to be a ski slope.
You know that we're down since Clemente grittied and said Bitcoin gritty? Like immediately down. Like I've never seen something so powerful.
Have we, real quick, have we discussed sort of the New York City mayoral race and really just dug into how Ray fumbled that bag so badly?
No,
we did dig into it when we talked about it for about 20 minutes on the podcast when you broke down the different nuances of that for a topic that I don't know if anybody cares about.
You don't think people care about this?
I don't.
This is one of the biggest stories impacting the market today.
It's not.
I mean,
why does the New York City mayor affect the market today?
You know, because of the corporate income tax rates that are about to hit New York City-based corporations.
Okay. Well, they're all incorporated in Delaware, so it doesn't matter.
Well, you don't understand how that works. I don't pay Delaware tax. Just in case you're wondering, our corporation paid New York taxes because we were a foreign corporation in New York.
Well, that's why we moved out.
It's one of the motivating factors.
We got Ellie.jpg. I think he's representative of the average listener. Nobody here cares about New York City.
Yeah, maybe on this podcast. Maybe in this audience. Bunch of losers watching this on YouTube.
Is there a way to long the Miami real estate market?
I don't know that you want to do that right now. It's been just going down.
You're gonna long it, and then the hurricane's gonna come and just wipe out everything.
Dude, some of the apartments in this building, like 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, pretty wildly cheap. I saw one for like $650,000, which is crazy.
Like for yours, basically?
Mine has a 3rd bathroom, but yeah, I mean, it's very, very similar. Which I was like, how is that possible? It means I'm paying too much on the rent. Here's another interesting thing. Ray, who's interested in things that are driving the market. In Japan, the effective mortgage yield rate is less than 1%. So you can go and get a mortgage. You want that a lot of the apartments seem hype, seem like they're expensive, like the cost of New York or whatever. But it's because the mortgage rates are like 0.5% or less. How crazy is that?
Can I take out a mortgage in Japan for a house in the U.S.?
Can you take a mortgage out in Japan for a property in the U.S.? No, I don't believe so.
That would be nice. That'd be a nice hack.
You could lie and say you're getting a Japanese one. You could commit fraud.
That's a lot of lying because I think you need to get inspections. You actually have to have the deed to the house.
Where are you going? Clemente, you're muted.
I was just doing a Japanese accent. I don't want people to hear
it. Do we see where Clemente did that gritty?
What did I say?
Oh God.
Maybe Keezy. No, it was Keezy. He's right. He's saying we're gonna dump and go to 96.
All right, I've got a couple more quick hitters just to mention before we wrap up today. Coinbase aided the Secret Service in confiscating $225 million in stolen crypto tied to pig butchering scams. They're going to look to give some of this money back to those affected. Chainlink partnered with MasterCard to allow users to purchase crypto directly on chain. And something that does actually affect global macroeconomics, China's U.S. Treasury holdings hit a new 16-year low. And Abraxas Capital is now down $30 million on their Bitcoin short position, opened up just a week ago. Those are some quick hitters. You can get them every day at the Daily Bone newsletter. Go to dailybones.com to subscribe. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about today before we wrap the show?
Nope, I'm good. We can wrap, baby.
All right, let's wrap it up. Thank you all for listening today. It's been a wonderful Wednesday here. We do the show Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern time. You can catch us on all major podcasting platforms. You can catch us on YouTube, see what we're talking about in real time. It's been wonderful. We'll